Hello everyone, as you know my name's Helen. I have been a spray tan trainer now for 5-6 years. The reason I'm doing the petals qualification is so that I can further advance my teaching career, and obviously by ways of getting petals is going to help me with that. What I'm going to be showing you today is how to pop up a cubicle. I'm also going to tell you the purpose of the cubicle and how to clean and store the cubicle. So first of all, the first thing I'm going to do is split you into two groups. I'm going to have two assessors that won't be putting the cubicle up or down, and then I'll split you into two teams so that there'll be two of you in each group, and you'll be putting the cubicle up and down. So I'm going to appoint Sonia and Alan as assessors, so you'll be watching the groups doing their tasks. Is that okay with you both? Yeah. Yes. First, let's start by asking, has anybody used a cubicle? I know that, have you got a pop-up cubicle in the salon? Yeah. Okay, so there you go then. Has anybody else used anything similar? Has anyone ever been in one? Has anyone got any children where they might have had a toy?
No idea what this is.
You have no idea what it was. It's a pop-up tent, yes. Okay, right, the pop-up cubicle, the pop-up spray tan tent was devised about 700 years ago by Nicola Matthews. I've worked for a company, a spray tan company, a very large one, and the MD of the company actually invented this pop-up cubicle. The reason she invented it was so that it was lightweight, portable, easy to use, easy to clean. It obviously contained a lot of the overspray that you get from the spray tanning gun as well, so therefore it didn't make any mess in clients' homes or in salons, and also contains some privacy as well for the clients when they're being sprayed. No one else is going to see their bits. So what I'm going to start by doing is, if I give you some handouts, I'll start with Rec. So each of you can have one of these handouts. So this will show you in picture form how it's done. And then I'm going to give you a demonstration to show you how it's done. And then the two groups will be Rick and Helena, and then Guy and Ian will be together. Okay? So as you can see, the pop-up cubicle comes in its own easy. It's nice and light as well. It takes a few seconds to put up and a few seconds to put down. So you take it out of its bag. Now when you take it out of the bag, you do have to be quite careful because it has a mind of its own and it springs up. So when you go to clients' homes, as I do quite a lot of the time as well, because I also do the treatment myself, you have to be aware that they haven't got nice chandeliers hanging, that you're not going to knock a chandelier over. So make sure that you can all see. If you can't see, if you want to stand up, that's absolutely fine. So I always liken it to a book. So you've got the roof, so obviously the roof's going to go on the top, and then the floor, you know it's going to be the floor because it's got the plastic sheeting at the bottom. So open it out like a book. Can you all see that clearly? Yeah? And then take your right hand to the spine of the book, and take your left hand to the inside cover. And then open away from your left hand. Okay, so it pops up quite nicely. Nice and easy, in seconds. You can't wait, can you?
This is just like a whole other world, and I never knew existed.
In terms of cleaning the cubicle, it's easy to clean. Literally take it out of the garden, put it up, hose it on the inside, hose it on the outside, and then just let it dry. If you can't get into the garden or you haven't got a garden, then it literally is bucket, sponge, and water. Don't use any detergents on it because it can discolour the fabric. So it's literally just a water job. Okay? Then to close it, this is where everyone normally gets a little bit stuck. So stand straight in the centre, and you can be really forceful with it because it's one complete rod that goes all the way through. Lift it and push it back to that corner. Okay? So you've got your book again, close it. And the reason I was just checking that partition was to check that it's not going to fall down. Then you're going to get behind it, press the roof just against the skirting board. And as you can see in your diagram, it's literally a fold in half. And then I'll show you one way. It's crossed the sides here. Can you see the action? Yeah, can you all see that? So it's crossing the sides, and by crossing the sides, the bottom tucks into the belly, I say, and then it just goes back down again. So simple. I have had over 6 years practice, but it is so simple.
It feels like a generation gap.
Does anyone have any questions? Are you all quite comfortable? Do you think you can give it a go? Yeah? Come on then. So I'm going to stand in the middle, I'm going to watch you. So Rick, if you want to go first, and then Guy, if you want to go first on this one. So you can do it both at the same time. If he wants to move a little bit further back.
That seems like a race.
Well, I was going to do a race today, and I thought, no, it might be a little bit okay. So be careful when it springs up. Remember, the clear plastic sheeting is going to be the roof. Well done. And then you can take it on the other side of it. So you've got the back in the right hand. Okay, well done. So put your left hand on the inside cover. Well done. Right?
So,
yeah? And then have a look at it. Yeah? Now, take your right hand back to that left corner. So be quite forceful. Think about your leverage as well. If you're holding your hand at the top, think that you've got a big space down the bottom. Please put your right hand on the centre. Yeah. And remember the cross, Guy, where you cross and tuck it in. That's it. That's it. Yay! Well done. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, and then Helena and Ian, off you go. Well, it's nearly done. It's nearly done. It's nearly done. There you go.
Didn't they do well?
Did you do well? I should have had a raise. So Sonia and Alan can just check that they are doing what they should be doing. I've just marked the notes here, so do they know how to put it back? Yeah, if you go. You're right. So control it, Ian, make sure it doesn't spin up, and turn it around the other way. Well done. Take your right hand into the spine, Helena, and then your left hand on the inside cover. So you pull away, and your left hand you can hold it up. Good. Easy? Yes. I'll make a spray tan technician out of you. Okay, and then close it back up. So now you need to take your right hand back into that left corner. So Ian, stand back out again. That's it. So right hand, push the right side back. So that's it. That's it. That's it. Put it in. Just keep it. Close it up. Well done. And then lay it down flat. Press the roof against the wall. That gives you a little bit of support there. Take your hand a little bit wider in, then cross at your knees. Cross fully. That's it. And then tuck in. That's it. That's it. Yes. Fold it over, so you've got your thumbs under, fingers over, fold in half, that's it, fold over, keep going, and then cross at your knees, cross and tuck in, that's it, keep it under, so I like this with kangaroo legs, that's it, yes, well done, so put you all moving, that's good, so take your seats again. How did you find that, for those of you that did it?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, it was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the two people that didn't do it, do you wish you hadn't done it? Of course.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Right, so what I'd like to do now, I'm going to give you a quick test. So I'm going to hand out some sheets, so if I pass them to Rick, take one and pass it on. Now there's no conferring on the test, it's a really difficult multiple choice test. When you've done your test, if you can also make some comments on the test as well, there's a space on the right hand side, because your feedback is important. Good or not so good points, and then we could just have a quick summary at the end. Ian, have you finished? Yeah. Pass your test to the person to your left. And let's just quickly run over the answers. So, Rick, what's the first question?
What is the purpose of the pop-up cubicle?
And can anybody give me the answer?
To clean this and client privacy.
Yes. So if it's correct, a big tick. And Guy, what's the second question?
How is the cubicle cleaned?
And Helena, how is it cleaned?
Ideally with a hose and a garden.
And Alan, what's the next one?
Where is the cubicle stored when it is not in use?
Angela, can you tell me? Not Angela, beg your pardon. Sonia?
In the bag.
In the bag, excellent. So hopefully, the session, the purpose of the objective of today's session was to give you the purpose of the spray tan cubicle. Do you all feel that you've met that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you all feel that you now know how to clean it and store it?
Yeah.
Do you all know how to erect it?
Yes.
And do you all know how to collapse it?
Yep.
Well done. Any comments? Anything you'd like to ask or anything you'd like to mention?
It's normally a silly question when someone goes, how much does one of them cost? But there's no reason why you couldn't convert one of them into a shower for Glastonbury.
They have, well, not a shower, but they have actually got the little two-man tents that are like that, but they're not as tall, they're more...
I'm quite sort of bloke, I want to buy one
Yeah.
of them and then convert it into a shower for
Oh, there you go. About 99 quid.
I'm good. I'll smell.
There you go. Anything else?
Let's just open up a whole
A
new
whole
thing which I
lot.
knew
How
nothing
does it
about.
work? You stand in it, obviously,
Yes,
but how does the spray tan get onto the person?
because the client will stand inside the cubicle, and then the therapist, like myself, will stand outside. They will hold a spray tan machine, and then they will direct the spray tan machine and then spray
Ah, right,
all
okay.
over their body.
Is
So
this
it's just the
like that?
overspray. You're going to obviously get most of the solution on the person, but it's the overspray that the gun can create, so it doesn't go over flesh
Ah,
and
right,
things like
right,
that.
right.
I can't believe you know the offside rule and you don't know.
Well, look like we're doing spray tan.
And if that's all, I'd like to thank you for your time and your participation. Thank you.